And any day we get to hang out with our guy Maxx Crosby is a good day here on Radio Row. So Max, I'll start here, man. Where is the Pro Bowl MVP trophy right now?
The Pro Bowl MVP trophy. I don't know if they gave me one. I think
You
it
don't
was
get a
just
trophy?
no, it was just up on stage. But I got to get back to my favorite charity,
There you
so
go.
that's all that matters to me.
Real quick though, the fact that there isn't a trophy is kind of insulting to me. Like I'm offended that you didn't get a trophy.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here. It is what it is. We got it on. It's on the resume now.
There you
so.
go, exactly. But when you look back at that game, you look back at the experience. Obviously, it has to be super cool for you that you get to go through this experience with AJ and Hunter and Denzel. It's in Vegas, and then the cherry on top, MVP.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. The whole week just being with Vrabel and that staff, just being around different coaches, and seeing how they do things was really cool. And just being around the players, me and TJ and DeForest Buckner and Matt Judon, all these guys, like just being able to pick their brains and talk football and just how they look at things, and asking each other questions and just picking each other's brains is like everything you look forward to, because they're the best of the best, and you get to see a bunch of other guys that are similar to you and how you think. And yeah, just being around them was incredible to say the least.
I imagine that you probably know a lot of those dudes, and you've gotten a chance to know those guys prior to the Pro Bowl. Was there anyone that you got a chance to meet during the festivities of the week that you're like, oh man, that's a good dude?
Yeah, honestly, like I could go on and on. Everybody I met was super cool, to say the least. Just the way we were even during the game, like we weren't going 100 miles an hour and doing all those things, but we were still working our stuff a little bit and just being on the field and being able to communicate with these guys who I've only known for 3 days and going out and actually having fun and executing a little bit was a lot of fun. So yeah, the whole experience was a lot of fun, and it's something I look forward to continuing to be at, and it was special for sure.
Yeah, and we hope that this is the first of many Pro Bowls for you and the rest of the crew. But have you had a chance to think back to 2021, and on an individual level, the stats are great. You get to the Pro Bowl, incredibly well deserved. But have you had a chance to really be like, that was a pretty wild 6 months for us?
Yeah, when you're in it, you don't. It's hard to really break down everything that's going on around you. You just kind of roll with the punches. But yeah, since the season ended, it makes me grateful that I was around such a unique, crazy environment, even though there was some negatives to it, obviously, from coaching to players, all those things. But, it's just a credit to Rich, Rich and that whole coaching staff, Coach Marinelli. Those dudes are amazing. Great leaders, great men. Those dudes have helped me so much in my career that I can't, thank them enough. But just everybody from the coaches to the people in that locker room, we wouldn't be able to do it without each other. And we made a decision, and we ended up going and winning 10 football games, which is I don't think anybody really had us doing, to be honest. So yeah, it was incredible, and it just sucks, being on the other side. You're like, damn, you see the Bengals, doing their thing. We almost beat them, and they're in the Super Bowl. So in a way, it's inspiring because we know we're not that far. But at the same time, season's over and you start from scratch again. So it gives me more inspiration going to the off season.
And it's funny. You and I were talking about this last week, where I think that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I think the fan base is going to look back on that group of guys with Rich and you guys and Derek and Darren, all those guys. And obviously the end goal wasn't achieved, but I think that hindsight is, time's going to be so kind to you guys. And I think we're going to look back and be like, that was a really special, unique group of guys that played some kick-ass football and got to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's from top to bottom, our team is so unique. Obviously Denzel Perryman got traded to, from Carolina to us, like end of training camp. Or it was it? Yeah, end of training.
Yeah, it was like right before the first preseason.
Yeah, right before the preseason started. So we got him, and we didn't know a ton about him. And then he comes in and is literally a tackling machine and just setting the tone for our defense. So, yeah, there's just that's just one example. There's continuous, crazy stories that we got going on, but everybody, had one common goal, and that was to, win football games. And, it sucks, because you go through all that with certain people and you're like, damn, I want another crack at it. But it is what it is. It's part of the game. It's a business at the end of the day. And, obviously with the new coaching staff and things like that, they want to do the same thing. They want to win football games. And a lot of them, they have ton of good track records, and it just
Keeps going,
another
right?
yeah,
It
the
keeps
show
going.
goes
The
on.
show
It is
must
what
go
it
on.
is, but it's a business, and we're all trying to win, and that's all that matters.
Have you had a chance to talk to Josh yet?
Oh yeah, Josh, we've talked a ton. Yeah, I've got to meet all those guys. They've been awesome. Nothing but encouraging and excitement coming from their end. So at the end of the day, like I said, I just want to win football games. That's what's most important to me, and just being in that position to maximize my potential and just help this team any way I can. That's all that matters to me, and just being a leader is obviously super important as well. So I'm excited. This offseason is every offseason is different. Going into it, you're like, damn. Last year, we didn't make the playoffs, so now we got more motivation. We're going in the right direction. We just want to continue, going in that direction.
And it really is such a cliche, but there really is no off season, right? You look
No.
up, and for us, we're 3 weeks out from the combine, and you're like, oh, here we go again. Like the season has ended. We can kind of relax for 2 days, and we're back into it. But dude, it was so good to see you, man. And it's like, it's one of those weird things when we talked about it last week, where it's the season just ends, right? And there's not like a kind of gradual, like, hey, let's get ready to wrap this up. And so the fact that we were able to catch up with you on here is fantastic. I'm sure we'll see a lot in the building. I know that essentially it's your second home for the next couple months. So I will see you in the meal room. It'll be good to see you walk in the halls. But continued success, man. We're all super proud of you. You're always pulling for number 98. So keep kicking ass, and we'll see you back in Vegas. All right, brother?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.